Oh, I love this hand.
Yeah.
This is easily my favorite hand from the stream
Well,
because
best for
it's really hard
last.
to make that much money with sevens.
Best for last. So let's see. There's some folds. Folds all the way to you in the hijack. You've got sevens. Open up the action to 20 bucks. Folds back to Maximus in the button
um,
straddle with King Deuce. Or
yeah,
30 bucks. 30
I
bucks,
made it
sorry.
30
Yeah.
just because of the straddle.
Sure.
I didn't
So,
want to play like, that much of a bigger pot out of position. I knew Maximus was going to put in a call like 1,000,000% of the time.
sure.
So yeah, I was just like, yeah, let's do this. Let's bluff catch. Like I knew I was bluff catching when I put in the money.
No, honestly, like playing at least the card where I play at in Daytona, when there are button straddles on, sometimes like opens to like 50, 60 don't even get the job done.
Right.
Yeah, so
Um, and that's fine. That's great. It's a little bit tougher calling down whenever the river bets,
of
like
course.
400 bucks or whatever.
Of course. So, all right, call from King Deuce in the button. Flop 3-10-4, backdoor spades for both of you. He has a backdoor straight draw. Of course, your seven's still way out in front. So, what are your thoughts with the 10 on the flop and the low cards that could very well connect with the button straddle call range?
When I bet here and get called, I'm gonna have to do a lot of checking on the turn. I really just wanted to keep the pot small out of position. That was really like my main goal.
Sure.
Is just like let him just keep his range as wide as possible when money goes in the pot, and just hope to God like he didn't smash a 10 or two pair.
Right.
And it worked out that time, and I think it works out enough of the time for me to just take this line like really often. There's a lot of worse turns and rivers, but
Right. So you check, and right away he starts going for it with about a pot size bet. Looks like. I mean, pretty standard call, I think.
yeah, no, if you check here, you need to be calling like you can even be calling like over bets
Right.
with
I
seven
think seven of spades, pretty bad card to have. Um,
for
in
sure.
my
And that's what
opinion.
I thought on the river and turn, but
Yeah.
I had already seen this guy.
Blast
He
off.
he cold called a three bet with 5-8 offsuit earlier in the stream.
So
But anyway,
yeah, nine. I think the nine's gonna be a pretty good card. Blocks 9-10, which is nice.
yeah, this card just didn't really scare me too much
Sure.
whenever he continues barreling because he's playing 80% of hands. Like,
Yeah.
period. I mean, that's like almost, well, probably like 90% or something like that. Like I just know he's calling mad wide, and I'm just ready to call down on non-spade rivers and turns. Like, no
Sure.
problem.
Bet 100 and pretty quickly call 100. Looks good. River another 10. That's a pretty good card.
Amazing card. That was the Eureka card. I was like, I'm not folding to anything here.
Right.
Like he has to overbet the pot for me to consider folding. And his demeanor, I don't know if this was an accurate read or not, but he really just didn't look very strong to me. Like his physical presence. Um, and I knew he was capable of bluffing because I saw the threes hand earlier,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw that he flatted with 8-5. So I know his range is mad wide and he has a lot of bluffs.
There it goes in. That's a
So
fantastic call, my friend.
yeah. So I'm just thinking like, are my sevens good a quarter of the time? Yes, they are. I call. Like that's all there was to it.
Sure.
And it happened to be right, and I was really pleased with that outcome, of course.
No, that's awesome. No, sick call. Good job.